Hello, 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 everyone. This is Irene with SaugaTalks. Hello, hope everyone's having wonderful summer, because this is Connecticut. We have stormy weather. Last night it was really raining heavy, but we're back to beautiful blue skies today. And it's a beautiful blue sky in my studio, because today I'm with fascinating guest, Kieran Gilmurray. Kieran, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fantastic. I'd love to say it was sun shining, but I live in Ireland and there ain't so much sunshine at the best of times. But different day, different coat. We'll make the most of it. Really great to be here.
I am sending those sun rays, sunshine from sunny Connecticut today, Kieran, because your
Uh,
smile is making all the sun we need in the universe at the
Oh,
moment.
wow.
So, how are you? How are you?
Yeah, really great. Really great day today. Right at the end of my day here, which is fantastic. A little bit of something to do later on, a little bit of writing to do, but no, really, really, really great. Really good. Good to see you, by the way, and great to meet you as well. I've seen your programs online and always loved it. So to be part of it now is quite exciting as well.
Beautiful, absolutely. We were just talking before starting recording how we're all becoming the part of this digital
Mm,
universe.
mm.
We are all digital friends now, and I have enormous, enormous reach nowadays globally because of fantastic technology we all have at our fingertips as long as we're connected to internet. So, Kieran, today we announced the topic that we're gonna talk about business and tech,
Mm, mm.
digital tech, right? We'll talk about automation a little bit, but what I loved about your background, Kieran, that you are a linguist. I don't get to talk to linguists a lot. I do have a few young linguistic graduates, okay, who I have tons of respect for, but this is fantastic that you kind of have a glimpse of on tech and business and now anthropological linguistic inclinations. So where do you come from, Kieran? Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose I've been doing this role for 25 years, sitting between what I describe as the business and tech, the business and AI, the business and automation teams. And it's a fascinating space to sit in because I understand business language, which is great. And that helps me understand business outcomes and what people want. And then I understand the tech and the AI and the automation language because I'm forever fascinated with technology and what technology can do for businesses. And then to watch two teams who sometimes can't quite get the same language, even when they're in the same room, or understand what one means and the other means, it's quite remarkable. But I've always found it easy to transition between the two, probably because they're my both loves. So therefore, I've sat in this middle position. Someone once said it's like being a unicorn in a business if you can understand the tech and data and digital and whatever else. And I've had the most fun ever, Irene, for the last 25 years because I've worked in wealth businesses and health businesses and charities and solicitors and law firms and insurance businesses and whatever else. Always the same kind of challenge to get people to communicate really effectively together, and always kind of the same business challenges. How do we get automation or digital or AI to provide more insight and to augment people and make better decisions and drive better businesses? So it's remarkably the same problem all over, but a lot of fun doing it in different industries and learning about them and meeting different people.
Loving it, because frankly, yes, there's not enough communication still, besides all the productivity tools and fantastic technology at fingertips, right? People
Mm.
still work in silos. And
Yeah,
let's see where digital trends are leading us, because those silos have to be pragmatically brought down, don't you think?
I absolutely do. It was one of the benefits I thought this year of that terrible thing called COVID. For years, we've tried to get business organizations and business units to talk to each other. And it's always been, finance in one place, HR in another, technology in another. And the fact that they built the walls and didn't break down the silos meant that projects really didn't deliver the value that they need to deliver, because processes and data flow end to end throughout an organization. And if you try and fix just part of it and don't fix the rest of it, you never quite got the return that you want. And very often, if you looked at a business problem, say, for example, downstream, and you fixed it, chances are you were actually fixing the symptoms of something that was happening upstream. And COVID, I thought the one benefit, and I have to find benefits in all the things that happen in the world, was that when people had to work together, and they had no choice, and they needed to keep the firm running, to keep people employed, to keep drugs in, or to get drugs into hospital, or whatever it was, get products on shelves, they showed that they could. And because we were getting to peek into each other's lives, you could see cats and dogs and kids and everything flying past. as we worked from our kitchen tables, everybody felt everyone else was a little bit more normal. So it wasn't a case of that darned person from IT or that idiot from finance or whatever else. It was Kieran and John and Linda and whatever other named person was. And you got to empathize and understand and work with. And all of a sudden the barriers come down, decisions were placed or pushed to the edge of the business. People were trusted and given responsibility, and they delivered in spades. And something I'd like to see this year is, now that everyone is bent and yielded and given the business their full heart and soul under difficult circumstances, it'll be really interesting to see if businesses return that favor when everybody starts to go back to normal or goes back to the office in their droves, because businesses will want that to happen. But we've seen in COVID, when a digital strategy had to be implemented in a very short period of time, when people had to work together because there was no choice, they did work together and they were very successful doing it. And I'm hoping off the back of COVID, those silos remain broken now that we know each other. We know that we can deliver using the technology, and we know we can deliver really quickly. So my one hope out of the misery that is COVID is that we end up transformed as organizations and individuals, so that we have new relationships and we can create endless amounts of new value by digitally transforming successfully in our organizations.
Wonderful. This brings fantastic point that COVID made us understand what's important and who we are really. And those transformations went rather quickly. So with that, machines and humans, humans being humans are now norm. Don't you think, in terms of orchestrating company performances? So where do you see these big throughs that we discovered?
Yeah, it's the interesting bit, because if you think for years, Irene, vendors pushed the idea that, it's all about technology. It's all about technology. Automation will remove jobs. And what we've actually seen, where technology and people work best, is where the technology augments and enhances and enriches the experience of both an employee and a customer, where those things are all true and technology is not fighting people and people are not fighting technology. And when it really works, we tend to get endlessly productive to a certain degree based on our human capacity and intellect as individuals. Without tech, we have arguably reached the limits of our capacity. But when we start to put technology, robots, digitization, AI, workflow technologies, smart web forms, code, when we complement humans or people with that type of tech, we are exponentially, there's a tough word to say, more productive. If we can combine great tech with great people, we can create amazing things. It's people that transform organizations, not tech, but the tech allows us to do that. So I'm quite excited about what we can do with technology and what we can achieve. It just remains to be seen if we will continue to want to do that and work with each other when we start to go back into the office and when potentially we start to go back into our own functions and our own silos. I hope we've learned our lessons. I think we have, but time will tell.